Week long that the rain will be switching over to all snow pretty much for the peak of the later morning commute. Winter storm warning has been issued for most of Rhode Island and parts of Massachusetts until mid-afternoon. Eyewitness News reporter Todd Wallace, Madeline Wright will have more team coverage, but first let's check in with Michelle.
Well, Pat and Danielle, we've already started to see that transition over to snow. Communities like Smithfield, which were sleeting just a few minutes ago, have made that change over to the wet snowfall. And you can see that on our live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar as well this morning. So what we can do is focus in on those areas in the blue. That's where you're seeing the rain. Wanted to point out, though, where the radar is showing these bright yellows, basically now along and just south of 95. This area is likely starting to see some sleet or some wet snowflakes mixing in. It's something that we call bright banding. So let's focus in on some of those communities that are dealing with the changeover to snow right now, and it's occurring along parts of 295. So as I mentioned, getting reports that Smithfield has changed over to snow. You're seeing some of the sleet starting to mix in with the rainfall along 95 between Pawtucket and in Providence, and that rain snow line is going to continue to drop to the south and east over the next couple of hours. So the big picture here, we've got a storm riding along our stalled front. That storm is going to keep the snow around our area throughout the morning. In fact, the height of it isn't until about 9 o'clock this morning through about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Starting to see some flakes from our Echo Lake camera. Live city cam in Providence visibility is still good. As you transition over to snow, though, the visibility will drop. Notice the temperatures. We're at 37 degrees, so the ground is still very warm. Initially, the snow may melt as it hits the pavement, but as the temperatures drop, the intensity of the snow picks up. I think even the roads will become snow covered and slick. Winds will pick up too out of the north, 10 to 20 miles an hour this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Should be dry at 5 o'clock this evening, with the temperature around 32. So the change to snow happens now through about 9 o'clock in the morning near the coastline. Heaviest from about 9 a.m. to 1 in the afternoon, then tapering off in the mid to late afternoon hours. How much snow are we expecting? Well, forecast hasn't changed from last night. We're looking at 4 to 7 inches for most of our area closer to the coastline, where the temperatures will stay a little bit warmer. The amounts probably won't be quite as much. Still, though, getting about 3 to 5 inches of snow. We're going to take it hour by hour through the day in my Futurecast coming up. Right now, we want to go out to the roads. Gina's been keeping an eye on some of the traffic cameras that we have and where we're starting to see